Well, okay. So it's 9:56, not too long till it'll be midnight out in Washington, D.C. So we're just from a few minutes for a government shutdown, unless they can get together and agree on things. Okay? Well, being that I am a Democrat, I have been a Democrat all my life. Well, from the time I could vote. My mom and dad was a Democrat. My grandma and grandpa on both sides of the family were Democrats. So basically my whole family's been a Democrat. And this is what this Democrat feels if this thing happens and the government shut down. I don't blame the Republicans. I blame my own party, the Democrats. Yes, I do. There is no compromising on their side. They're so in love with Obama and his Obama health thing that they can't even know how as common people out here feel. Or a lot of us, maybe not the whole world, because there are so many people out there in love with that man that they voted in as president. I didn't vote him in as president. I didn't vote for him the first time, and I didn't vote for him this time either. I think he's bad news for our country and has been bad news for our country. I think he will come down eventually in history as being the worst president ever America had. For all his policies, for everything that he has done to our country. That's just the way I feel about it. Right now, Jimmy Carter is classified the worst president. I think he's got Jimmy Carter beat by a long shot. Okay? Now, what they should do is take and pass a bill to back the government. What they should do about the Obama bill, let's set it aside for 1 year until the people can work on it, because Obama says it's got problems. It's got so many problems. They passed a mandate, a law that our elected officials that we send to the Senate and to Congress can vacate themselves from this bill and not be part of the bill. Oh, and by the way, Obama has so much faith in it, he vacated his own self too from it. So we don't have to follow the law and enroll in the Obama health care thing, and Congress and the senators don't either. But it's on our back. If we don't register and get into Obamacare, which that begins tomorrow, we can be fined. Oh yeah, we can. So, as a citizen of this United States, born, raised, part Cherokee Indian, part Native, if it's not good enough for the Senate and for Congress and for President Obama himself, then it's really not good enough for us people. It really isn't. Now, he will come down on us with a hammer and fine us, and probably even could put us in jail if we don't sign up for this healthcare thing. Well, I know some people that don't have a job because of the effect what Obama is doing. got laid off because jobs are people that hard people are afraid of this Obama law bill of health care. So we already have people out of work, and so how are they supposed to pay for the health care? They ain't got no money, honey. No money. None. Zero. But yet Congress and the Senate and Obama himself that can afford to pay whatever they have to pay elect to step out of the program. And they can do it ignoring what the real law said and slamming it down on us. And for everybody that don't get a check until this thing is resolved, if the government's shut down, are you going to pay them interest on that money that you're not paying them? You know, if I owe the RS money and I haven't paid it yet, I got penalties levied against me. So if you're a government worker or you get a check from the government and the government shut down and you don't get your check for whatever period of time, should they not supposed to pay you penalties on the money that they are supposed to pay you? I think that would be a good idea. That way, when you get a check, you get an extra check for all the penalties that they're stacking up. I think that would be a good idea. Just saying, you know. Now, I'm saying this as a Democrat to the Democrat Party. Work it out with the Republicans. The Republicans are really wanting to protect people because of just what you did by voting where the Senate, members of the Senate, members of Congress, and the President don't have to do this law that the President himself initiated. A law is a law. A law is for me. A law is for the President. A law is for every senator. A law is for every congressman. Therefore, Democrat or Republican, if that law goes in effect tomorrow, no one, absolutely no one, nothing should be exempt unless you are willing to go and set that bill off aside for at least 1 year and you guys work on it and get it straightened out or do away with it. One or the other. Work out all the kinks. Give yourself 1 year to work out all the kinks in this bill, which you should have been doing all along, but I don't know if it's too laziness on your all's part, or Obama's too busy playing golf, or playing with Michelle, or whatever. Excuse me, I'm just upset. I really am upset. I'm a Democrat. Everybody in the Democrat Party makes me ashamed. And you say, well, why don't you just become a Republican or whatever? No, I'm a Democrat. My family was a Democrat. I will probably die a Democrat because I'm a registered Democrat. Ain't going to change it, okay? So if you don't like what I'm saying, too bad, too sad. I'm telling my party, get off your duff, get in there with the Republicans, and quit trying to hang them by the neck and blame this all on the Republican Party, because I'm going to tell you, if this happens, it is solely on the Democrats and the President's shoulders. They caused it, not the Republicans. Now, They may not like that if they even hear me, even listen to me. They probably don't. I'm just some old woman out here. They think, who is she? Well, who am I? If everybody starts to listen to what I'm saying and starts getting a hold of your congressmen and your senators and even bombarding the president, the White House, saying, no, if we have to do this, you have to do it. Or we're not going to fill out the paperwork. We're not going to sign up for it. And what are you going to do? Are you going to put every American in prison? Are you going to fine every American in the United States when we refuse to join your Obamacare package because you elected to take yourself out of it? What if all of us decide to take ourselves out of it? You know, if you're homeless and you don't have insurance, you can go to the hospital and get help. Oh yeah, I know the taxpayers have to pay for it. What do you think this Obamacare thing is? The taxpayers did have to pay for it. And it looks like it's cheaper if you don't have Obamacare and you go to the hospitals and get help, and they have to apply for assistance from the government to do it, which comes out of the taxpayer money. But in the short run, it is cheaper for them to do that than to be stuck in this Obamacare thing, paying out buku money that they don't even have. It's still the taxpayers that's going to have to pay for it. Come on, be realistic. Whichever way, it's coming out of the taxpayers' money pocket. One is a little bit cheaper than the other. You know, investigate in it. It is cheaper for a homeless person that is sick to go to a hospital and get help, and they can't pay for it because they ain't got no money. And yes, the taxpayers do. But that same man that cannot pay for insurance whatsoever, Obamacare or whatever, is still laying out there in the street, and now they're afraid to go to the hospital to get even any help because they can't afford Obamacare. And if they go to the hospital to get help and not have Obamacare, they may be refused help anyway then. Oh, you ain't got Obamacare. You ain't got insurance. No, we can't help you. Sorry. Death panel things that isn't in there. That's how it works, people. That's how it works. If you can't afford Obamacare, one, they're going to fine you. Two, you're going to be afraid to go to the hospital because they're not going to help you anyway. And then they'll report you to Obamacare, which is federal tax. You know, the good, smart IRS is going to be in charge of that. Another bunch of crooks taking care of a stupid program from the ignorance of our president. That's not too smart anyway about a lot of things. You know, look at what he's doing over there in the Middle East. He's Iran, you know, they've got a new president that's smooth talking and soft talking, and so now the President Obama is just so involved. Well, let's quit, let's take down the barricade of not, buying or selling stuff to them. Oh, yeah, very intelligent. He was so intelligent with the Syria thing that President Putin, President Putin of Russia, sorry, I'm really sorry. But anyway, he's so intelligent he had to get the Russian president to come and take, step in and get us out of the mess that his mouth opened up and stuck his foot in and got us in a mess about the red line, thing. I mean, that's pretty terrible when you have to have your enemy, or so-called enemy, Russia, get you out of mess. That much of a president, is he? Now you know why, as a Democrat, I didn't vote for him. I was smart enough not to vote for this man. Okay? And all the problems he brought with his idiotic beliefs and things. But anyway, that's my rant on what's going on tonight. And that's what I'm saying as a Democrat. If the government is shut down, it is totally squarely on the Democrats' shoulders and President Obama's shoulders. They want this government shut down, so then they can say, oh, the Republicans did it. No. I mean, every time a Republican send a bill over there to get it passed, they've had to deduct something. Well, you know what? It's going to give in, and the Republicans, more than likely, even if it shuts down tonight, they will finally give in, because they really love the people that they serve, and they don't want them to lose their jobs. So they'll probably give in to the Democrats, let them have their way for a while, just to get the government funded so people won't be out of work. And you know what? That says a lot for the Republicans. Thank you. Thank you for even taking care of us Democrats that are not for the Obama bill, never have been for the Obama bill. And we sit and watch the president stubbornly not caring, and the Democrat leader of the House, or whatever he is, stand there and blame this all on the Republicans. Why is that, Democrats? It's your fault. Your fault. Every child that may go hungry over this, your fault, Democrats. Every person that will not get a paycheck, that cannot pay their bills, it will be your fault, Democrats. Yes. This is a Democrat telling the Democrats, you're stupid, you're ignorant, and if this happens, it's on you. It's on you. Thank you. Good night. And I'll leave this up just for a while, and then I'm going to take this video down, because I've got more important things to do and put up. Speaking about Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. But blessings, people. We're in a mess. Pray for our country. And next election, be a little bit smarter on who you vote for, okay? I don't care what party you're assigned to, but be a little bit smart on this, okay? Bless you.